Hey everyone! Today we're going to be working through some of the questions from the Week 10 homework set. And we're going to start with the first question. So question 1, which also happens to be problem 1 on page 454 of the textbook, says, the wave speed on a string under tension is 200 meters per second. What is the speed if the tension is doubled? At first glance, this question may seem pretty tricky since we don't know the tension or the linear mass density, but it turns out we don't need to know the actual numbers for either of those quantities. So we're going to call our first speed v sub O for the original speed. And we know that it has some tension, which we can call T, and it has a linear mass density, which we're going to call mu. And so the speed has to be given by the equation that our speed is equal to our square root of our tension divided by our linear mass density. Now we're told that the tension is doubled, but we're not changing our string, so our linear mass density isn't going to change. So we're going to call our new speed v sub n for nu, and that's going to be equal to square root of 2t over mu. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite this in a couple different ways. So we're going to have, this is the same thing as square root of 2 times the quantity t over mu. And then I'm going to put these under separate square roots, which we can do. So we're going to have that our new speed is equal to the square root of 2 times the square root of t divided by mu. Now recognize that this term here, this square root, is the same thing as our original speed, so v sub nu is equal to the square root of 2 times our original speed. The textbook told us that our original speed was 200 meters per second, so this is going to be square root of 2 times 200 meters per second. We go ahead and multiply that, and we're going to get that our speed is equal to about 282 meters per second. So it's a little ambiguous how many sig figs we want to keep here because 200 is a rounded number. So we may only have 1, or we may have 2, or we may have 3. So I'm just going to leave our full answer like this, but if you rounded it to 1 or 2 sig figs, that would be fine as well.